Okay, before this video starts, I just want to add, because I forgot to say it actually in the whole video, but the recipe I was following was from dinnerwithjulie.com. I don't know who Julie is, but the recipe was amazing. The cupcakes taste so good. I finally got to taste one and it's so good. So thank you, Julie, for the recipe. I just want to give credit where credit is due. So, on with the video. Hi, beautiful people. So, today, we're here to celebrate Black Bow's Christmas and winter issue. I'm very excited. We're gonna do some baking and poetry reading from the book today. A little PSA, you can buy it at Amazon US and Amazon UK, and it's amazing. Oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Preston. So, the first step in the whole baking journey will be I'll cream together my butter, oil, and brown sugar. But before I do that, and I'm gonna do that off camera because I don't want the mixer to be all loud in the camera. But before we do that, I'm gonna read the first poem of the video. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with mine and get it out of the way. So my poem in the anthology is called On Wondering Whether Persephone and Hades Might Attend the First Supper. After religion class, I was sure Hephaestus had forged Christmas lights from radioactive embers sprayed from Apollo's chariot as he circled the globe each December. I was sure he had hung them while Zeus ordered nymphs to cook the first supper in Olympus. I did not pass religion class. So, I'm gonna cream the butter, oil, and sugar, and I'll be right back for the next step. All right, I'm back. So, what I did was, I creamed my butter, oil, and brown sugar together in this bowl. I've got my cute little Christmas-themed spatula. And so basically I creamed that together. While I have my hand mixer equipped, I went ahead and beat it in the eggs and the vanilla too. I don't measure vanilla because I just rather have too much of it. In this bowl, I'm gonna go ahead and whisk together all of these dry ingredients that I mentioned before. And then what we're going to do is, we're going to combine them alternating between my dry ingredients and milk. So I'm using oat milk just because my body doesn't love to have a lot of dairy. And oat milk is also delicious. So I'm gonna alternate between these, and then we're gonna read a poem when we're done. So we're gonna start with about a third of our dry ingredients, and I'm just gonna scoop this all in here. I'm gonna fold it so I don't lose any of the air I already incorporated from mixing. And I'm just gonna give these a good stir. I'm gonna go in with half of my oat milk. And again, I'm just gonna combine this. Again, I'm gonna do another third of my dry ingredients. The rest of the milk. And finally, the last of my dry ingredients. So now everything should be in here. So my batter is completely done. And before we put it in the container to bake, I want to read another poem real quick. This one is by Ellie Reese, and it's called Throwing Shade. Love the title. Dumbstruck by January, just a few tepid hours of daylight, the yews still cast their shadows, though nothing else does. Late afternoon, the light switched on, and yet the yews still throw shade at me like green moonlight. I'll keep it as a secret insult, my silent communion with trees. I think that poem is so beautiful. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this into a greased cupcake tin, and we're gonna come back. Okay, so I'm back. So what I've done is I've lined my muffin tin with little liners. They're not Christmas themed whatsoever, but I think they're really cute. And I went ahead and greased them too so they don't stick to the wrappers. And so what I'm gonna do, watched a lot of Food Network as a kid, and they always say to scoop using an ice cream scoop so that they're all the same. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then once I have put all of these in the muffin tin, why did I forget the word muffin tin? We're gonna read another poem that I'm really, really, really excited about. All of my muffin tin is filled with the cupcake batter. So we're gonna jump into a poem that I'm really excited about. In this issue, we have a poem by Pax Morgan, and it's in here in English, French, and German. So I'm gonna read the English and the German translation. I don't know French, so I'm not gonna butcher that one, but I did study German in college, so I'm gonna attempt that one. Just, if it's bad, don't judge me. So the English is called the fox. Snow in the woods, at dusk, I walked alone. Through the tree maze, spotted a trail of elegant imprints by the hazel. I did not follow it. So then the German translation is called der Fuchs, which is the fox. Again, don't judge me if I butcher it. I'm gonna try my best. Schnee im Wald, in der Abenddämmerung ging ich allein durch das Baumlabyrinth, sah eine Spur von eleganten Abdrücken beim Haselstrauch. Ich folgte ihr nicht. Okay, so I love that poem. I'm gonna put these in the oven. They're gonna bake for like a half an hour. We're gonna cool them, and then we're gonna read more poetry and do icing, duh. So I'm very excited. Okay, we're back. So my cupcakes are out of the oven. They are chilling in the freezer because I want them to chill down as fast as possible right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start the frosting. So this frosting is a little interesting. It had a little bit of prep work involved. So while those were baking, I went ahead and cleaned up from the cupcakes, and I went ahead and made a brown sugar syrup on the stove. So for this, I just used brown sugar, water, and vanilla, and heated it up just long enough for the brown sugar to dissolve into the water with the vanilla, because we don't want any clumps of brown sugar in the frosting. So in this bowl, I just have some regular butter that I heated up just a little bit to soften, and we're gonna mix this with powdered sugar and our syrup, and I'll probably add a little salt. But before we do that, because I'm gonna do that off screen, because again, with the cupcakes, I don't want the mixer to be really loud in the camera. So another step, another poem. I've decided I want to read our good New Zealand friend Ankh Spice's poem, Winter Maid. We climb until we hear her. Wailing wind floats the hilltop, finding 4 cold bright ears, tipped keen to the winter maid's star-song grief. Like the harbor fireworks, some hearts are conflagration, always ready to set off. Tonight, Ra shimmies the black ice, away to the shining arms of another. For Hine Takarua's to forgive, only her strong south currents wax a little saltier each year. And there, in the long chill shadows of touch paper gods, I palm you the foil-skinned planet, plucked from the coals of the bonfire, left tide-eaten far below. Split deep soft sun orange, the sweet kumara steams, burns fingers and eager mouths. A minute more tasted light, and the full bellies glow against the dark. I am obsessed with this poem. I also hope I didn't butcher any of it. There were only a few Maori words, but I was still worried that I was going to butcher it. But regardless, I love this poem so much, and Ankh Spice is literally a treasure. So I wanted this to be in the video. So I'm gonna get to work on the frosting, and we'll recoup in a few minutes and get back with another poem and another step in this whole process. Okay, we're back again. So everything has baked and cooled. I've made the frosting. Also, while everything was cooling, this, like, I don't know if you can see it, just a little beauty guru. So this little clear quartz necklace came in the mail from the Royal Rose Company, and all of that to say, if you can support small businesses this Christmas, do so. Because we love supporting small businesses. Okay, so before we jump into the icing, I do want to show you, I had some leftover cupcake batter. So what I did is I forgot I had this little heart-shaped pan. So I made a heart-shaped little cake in addition to the cupcakes. So as we get into all of this, I will show you what the frosting looks like. It's this beautiful like tan color because of the brown sugar icing. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just actually going to take my little Christmas spatula and just do some right on here. I'm not gonna do anything too fancy. I couldn't find a piping bag either, so we're just gonna do cute little dollop on here, spread it evenly, and I'm gonna do this for all of these, but before I cut for that, we're gonna read a poem. So, as I was looking through here and thinking about what I wanted to read, I saw Christmas Party, and I want to read this one because it's fun, and also, like, during the pandemic, we have sort of a lack of connection, a lack of physical connection with other people. And I really like this poem because it's literally about physical human connection. So this is Christmas Party by Leslie Williams. A stranger's hands on my waist, hot lips brushed the nape of my neck, shockingly thrilling and not unwelcome, this indelible memory, no identity. I love that poem. It's so just to the point and beautiful and really makes me miss human physical connection. So yeah, I'm gonna frost the rest of this, and when we come back, we'll read another poem, and I have sprinkles to put on top. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back for what might be the final time. If you've watched this whole thing, I just wanna say thank you so much. We're just very excited about this anthology. We started working on it last November. So it was like it was a year in the making. And it's like out and in print, and it's just amazing to see. But so thank you so much if you've watched this. I have decorated the cake and the cupcakes, but with just icing though. So we're gonna do sprinkles. But before we do sprinkles, we're gonna read a poem. So this time I have chosen Origami Winter by Meryl D. Smith. That Christmas holiday in Philadelphia, we watched ice skaters from our hotel room and traveled by subway as the snow fell and kept falling till we were marooned at the Borensteins, a row house island in a sea of white. We ate our Yuletide feast of bagels, cream cheese, and lox. My sister remembers we did origami. Our memories now unfold these shapes of winters past. I think that's so good. Especially this year, reflecting on years past with everything that's going on. I just think the poem is so good, even regardless of this year's context. It's just so good. So I've got this fun little, it's got a ton of different kinds of sprinkles. We've got some just red and green. We've got different shapes. There's Christmas tree ones. And I don't know, I'm just gonna do something random and wild. And yeah, so when I'm done, I'll show you the final product. Okay, so they're all decorated. I think they're cute. I just want to say thank you again. Like I said, we were just really excited, but also I have always wanted to host a cooking show, and this wasn't really a cooking show, but I was living a full fantasy. So thank you for watching. Like I said in the beginning of the video, the anthology is available on Amazon UK, Amazon US for purchase. You can find more on Blackwell's website and Twitter page and Instagram page. And yeah, I'm gonna bring you over here and show you the final results. All right, so this is what we made today. And I feel like we made it together. And I feel like maybe that is the Christmas spirit. So wherever you are around the world, today you made a cake and some cupcakes.